Hey, how's it going, YouTube fam? Supermark here, SuperGaming. So I know this video is gonna be a little bit different compared to what I'm normally putting out, right? I'm usually putting out like meme videos, maybe some tips videos, random stuff. This is actually gonna be my first discussion video. I wanted to make sure that I could put something out there that hopefully some other people can benefit from, and a topic that I think is really important for people to understand. And if you couldn't tell by the title of the video, the topic is actually going to be your very first stream. I think this is incredibly important because, there's a lot of people out there, much like myself, who pretty much have just been, they've been watching Twitch for a long time. They've been watching YouTube Live for a very long time. And they look at it and they're like, wow, I want to be able to do that. I feel like that'd be fun, enjoyable. You can make a career out of it. It just looks like a good time, right? And it definitely is. I just want to throw that out there. It is. But there's a lot of people who kind of eventually hold off on it, and they kind of lose that drive and that passion to actually go through with it, because many people, just like myself, are perfectionists. They want to create something that is their ideal perfect image. And for me, I was like, oh my God, I can't start streaming until I have overlays, a webcam, a microphone. I need to make sure I understand what's actually hot on Twitch right now and what's not. Otherwise, no one would follow me. And I had this attitude for a little bit, and essentially it boiled down to this: nothing happened. I never streamed. I never put in the hours. I was basically too afraid to just put myself out there without people knowing who I am, so to speak. I wanted them to know, like, this dude, he's got freaking massive quality on his freaking streams. I want to check him out. I want to follow him. And you get so enveloped in this image of like who you want to be perceived as, right? On Twitch, because it is a live stream platform. And I just didn't do anything. And one day it kind of just all meshed in. I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a whole day. One day, I'll get as far as I can, making it as good as I can. And then after that, I'm going live. So I ended up doing that. I think at that point in time, I barely knew how to do like anything. As a heads up, your first stream, always garbage. It's not like I'm not saying you would be garbage. What you're doing would be garbage. I'm saying your quality is going to be. If you don't have a friend who could just pop on in, check out what's going on, and personally tell you like, hey, did you know you're muted? Did you know you have absolutely no game volume? Or dude, your mic is so loud. You're gonna be in a lot of trouble. It's not gonna go very well. So, thankfully I had one of those friends. I ended up doing about 2 to 3 test streams before I actually decided to commit to streaming. For my very first one. I think each of those test streams were somewhere between 3 to 5 minutes, a quick little quality check. I monitored my bit rate because, let's be honest, it's a little complicated. Hopefully in the future, I'll put out like a little guide as to exactly how that works if you guys want me to. But yeah, so it's difficult if you try doing it alone. So definitely don't expect it to be, up there in the most quality. But a big bonus to Twitch in general is the community. Regardless if someone who's going to end up following you, they want to help you. I can tell you right now, like, I've always tried to be that person. I've helped out probably about 4 different streamers already who's had issues with their VODs, with their game volume. They didn't realize their mic was muted the entire time. Some of them had their music so loud that you couldn't hear them, or they had their Discord so loud that I thought their friend was the person I was watching. And then I heard this little tiny itsy bitsy voice in the background. It ends up that was that person's mic. But once again, the community is incredible on Twitch. And even if you don't have a friend, more than likely someone will probably just pop on in and tell you, hey, do you know you're muted? I can't hear you. What are you saying? I see that you're talking. I've been so interested to see what you're saying, but I can't hear you. So that's like a really big bonus of starting up your Twitch like ASAP, is you're going to come across some amazing people. And, going into that, my ideal of perfection, it just doesn't last. I gave it the 24 hours I could, and I was like, that's it. I'm going live. I tell you right now, I was blown away. I was so surprised because when I rolled into it, I knew I didn't have the most perfect stream. And for me, that meant that there was a smaller chance of people popping on in and saying hi or whatever. You know, we're all kind of like socially awkward individuals who would actually watch me kind of thought process is what I had. But I ended up going live, and within, it was relatively quick. I ended up getting about 3 different viewers, and I was just like, what? Like, I wasn't streaming like an insanely popular game at the time, you know, because obviously there's a ton of analytics and stuff. And in case you guys didn't know, Twitch Strike will tell you about those analytics, but I don't think that you should really base any of your streams off of Twitch Strike. It's just nice to get a little idea of like what's going to go on when you choose a game that you have fun with to show your personality. And for me, that was Smite at the time. And Smite, while it has a good following and stuff, oh my god, it has huge like blackout spots where there's just absolutely no one streaming, no one watching. So it's kind of like a weird mix. But yeah, so I ended up knowing that I was going to go into a game that was just going to be dead. And I ended up getting 3 viewers on my very first stream. And I was just blown away. And they were in chat. They were in chat the whole time. So I was actually very surprised about that I had 3 unique people actually watching me and talking to me. And it was, you know, the moment when you kind of feel like you have butterflies, like this moment where you like, it's not even like you're nervous. Like you're nervous that you're already streaming. And then someone would hop in and just leave because they don't like you or something. I don't know. I'm not good with this social interaction stuff, so I don't really know how it works. But, you know, it's just that feeling of like butterflies where you're just amazed that things are working out. And a little tip is I do wish before I started my first stream that I had like some goals. I just knew that at the time I was like, hey, you know what? I want to just play Smite. I want to play Smite. I want to have fun. And maybe someone will see that I'm having fun and they want to join me. And that's kind of what happened. You know, I had 3 people. They were talking. They were having a good time. They were there for a majority of the stream. At least 2 of them were. And it definitely, it's a big thing. And rolling on from that, I think the next thing is going to end up being, after your stream, take success where it's at. I think that's a really big thing. And I'll show you this actually right now, just so you guys understand what I mean. So we go on over to my Twitch analytics. These are my current analytics, right? So you can see the different start dates somewhere around here, different peaks. I had a really good day right here, almost 3 average viewers, which is kind of like a main goal because a lot of people want affiliate and stuff. And then you can see these are my more recent streams, but as a heads up, I cannot view. It only says 10 streams now, and I called it. Yesterday, I was like, oh, I want to do this video. And I bet you right now, by the time I do the video, I won't be able to see the analytics from my first stream. So I ended up screenshotting them. So these are the analytics for my first stream right here. As you can see, pretty solid. You know, almost 3 on peak. I had 3 viewers. 7 people have popped into my stream. 17 live views and 2 unique chatters. And this was the thing, right? This, to me, for my first stream, was absolutely amazing. And this is what I mean by take success where it's at. For me, I knew it was going to be a short stream. I wasn't comfortable streaming. And then something like this happens. And I called it quits a little early. You know, I only had an hour and a half. But I thought at that point in time, like where the stream was at and understanding like, hey, this means my quality of my stream must be pretty decent. I want to make something better. And that's the attitude you need to have when you first start streaming, because we all know your first stream won't be perfect, but every stream after that, you can improve. There's something you can do, I can guarantee it, that'll make your stream better. You can do something between games. Some people, I don't know, you can do like truth or dares or something dumb, or I think the one time I ended up doing would you rathers. So if you guys want to do something interesting between them, that's definitely a thing. I started setting up my loyalty system not too long ago, which is what I call my XP system inside this game, because when you follow me, you level up. And I kind of wanted to go along that theme. But you can keep, you can keep at that. You can literally, after every stream, think of something and improve. And that's another one of those great things about Twitch, is there's always something you can do. There's always something that you can make it more interesting. You can make it more entertaining. You can make it look better. Unless it comes down to your personality. Can't fix that, right? That's the other thing. Oh, wrong button. My bad, peeps. That's the other thing, is like someone's going to pop on in and be like, I absolutely love this guy. I think this guy's great. you know? And that is where you need to take the success. You need to take the little wins. The one person who follows you, that right there is like the biggest thing to me. Like when someone follows me, I'm like, you guys are amazing. Because I mean, that means someone, because if I'm not asking, which I'm not going to, I'm not going to beg for follows. If someone who is kind of interested and they're like in my game or something, you're like, oh, you're streaming, that's cool, let me check out your Twitch channel, and they follow me, that to me is fantastic, because that means a couple things. First off, I must not be a terrible teammate, right? But second off, that means they must enjoy me as a person. And that's like where it's at. It's finding people who are like, I like this dude, I might check him out later. And you know, when you're early on, maybe you're not gonna be the biggest streamer in the world, but having even 1 to 2 people literally just pop on in your stream, I'm not going to say guaranteed, but even some old people who followed you, who just want to see where you're at, see what you're doing. It's amazing. And I think the biggest takeaway out of this entire conversation is start today. What are you waiting for? Twitch is amazing service. You're going to make great friends. The community is fantastic. You're going to find people who are like-minded as you are. Like in my case, I stream all kinds of random games. And out of, you know, my 14 followers that I have, there's been a couple from every single game I stream, and usually they'll pop in on one of them. And that's the thing, is like, you're gonna find all kinds of, you know, like-minded and even different-minded individuals. They post in chat like, hey man, I don't think this is right, I don't think this is good, you know, like I think that character is bad. And it's so fun to see people interact with like what you think, you know, just like, hey, like even what you think in the moment. Like, oh, I think I should go for this item on Smite, for example. And then they were like, hey, no, actually, I think this item has better, you know, conditions due to the enemy having, I don't know, heals and whatever, like going an anti-heal item that's pen-based over other pen-based items, right? But yeah, the biggest takeaway is just start today. Your stream's not going to be perfect, and it never will be, but you can make it perfect. You can improve on it now. You can start today, work on it after the stream, make it better, and then have people want to come back and watch you, and then you'll see that improvement. I can guarantee it. I think I had someone recently, they were like, whoa, your setup is like legit. I was just like, what do you mean? And then they're like, oh, I see you got the soundproofing, the little baby soundproofing right there. And I was like, really? It was, you know, it was a cheap little improvement. I was like, yeah, I just wanted to add something where I can get rid of some of my mic echo inside my room. And they already noticed. Or even the fact that I got some brand new lighting, you know, to make it so you can see moi better. I'm just kidding. But even like these little things, like I have a ring light now, I have a little baby softbox light, relatively cheap, but they make the quality of your stream significantly better. I know some people, they don't have like, you know, massive amounts of room. Like my room's a decent size. But you can do other things. You can look into other YouTube videos that'll help with that. Like you're gonna find desk ring lights. They even had these little baby LED boxes now. They're like the size of a phone, and they're literally just an LED box as the size of your phone, which is crazy. So you can put them on your desk even if you didn't have a lot of room. There's a lot of different things you can do. So I think I'm just gonna quickly recap: is start today. You're never gonna be perfect, but you can improve after every single stream. You can take away something to make that stream a success. Maybe you might be down in views. Maybe you might be down in, I don't know, unique viewers, live viewers. But hey, maybe you got one follow. Maybe you did something in the game that was crazy. Maybe you got one person talking in chat and you think you made a good impression on them. Maybe you had a fantastic stream and you had a great time, because that's what it comes down to, is having fun, and you got no followers. That's fine. That's a victory to me, as having a fantastic time on stream, because someday someone can look at your VOD and they're like, whoa, this dude is having a crazy amount of fun, you know, and I want to be part of that. Improvement. Find something that you know can be improved after your first stream and do it. Those little quality changes make a huge difference, and they add up over time, and people will notice it. I think that's about all the things I want to talk about today. Thank you for joining in on this discussion. You want to throw in some extra tips maybe down in the comment section below, help out other people who are new to streaming, definitely chuck them down in there. I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful one, and peace.